Hello, my name is Margot Purcell. I'm a co-founder and the CEO of InceptionU. Thank you for your interest in InceptionU and our learning experiences. I'm going to walk you through some information about our organization and the programs that we're offering this fall, including the Tech Adjacent program, which is a new offering, as well as the Full Stack Developer program, which is heading into cohort 11 in September. Be fit for the future with confidence. What does that mean? You've likely heard the term being future-proof. We prefer to use the term being future fit. Being future-proof means that you're guarding yourself against the future, protecting yourself from it. And what we see is it's more important, in fact, it's absolutely essential to be fit for the future so you can respond to the rapidly evolving conditions around you. There is in these conditions what we refer to as accelerating novelty. So new things are emerging at a faster and faster pace. And with this comes volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Things that humans historically have had challenges with. And so those are foundational to our programs. We refer to the essential skills, and we have them completely interwoven into a single learning experience with the technical skills and competencies you are also seeking to build. Looking at research and what's emerging in the world of work, we see from the Future of Jobs report that comes out every 2 years, a top 10 skills list. And what you'll notice from the list here is that these are very human skills, things that only humans can do. And it takes until number 6 before we see anything about technology. And it's becoming more and more about how we apply technology using those very human, very essential skills. So we built InceptionU. We saw a need for a new kind of learning experience, one where the essential skills are equally weighted with the technological skills as well. And so we've created the conditions for you to go as far and as deep as you can, so you can equip yourself with the confidence to design and build for the future. Key elements of our approach, we've created what we refer to as adaptive and responsive curriculum, meaning that we can adapt to the people in the room, as well as to the needs of industry in real time. We use an approach called project-based learning. I'll explain more about that on a slide shortly. Our facilitators are actively working in industry, meaning that the knowledge and experience that they bring into the program is relevant, is immediately useful, is constantly evolving and front edge alongside what's taking place in the ecosystem and in the technology and innovation sector. And as I mentioned earlier, we have fully integrated the essential skills with the technical skills. All of our programs on InceptionU are built using the mindset of design. And when we refer to design, we look at what does success look like? And the design is creating the conditions for success. To help you do that, we provide the opportunity for you to equip yourself with 4 approaches to thinking: critical, creative, computational, and systems thinking. And we put a heavier focus on critical thinking as it's foundational. The more effective your critical thinking, the more effective your other approaches to thinking will be as well. This is all brought to life through communication and collaboration. In the work world today, it is absolutely essential to be able to communicate and collaborate with a wide variety of people. Those could be your clients, those could be your colleagues. And being able to adapt to the needs of others while still remaining true to yourself is key to being successful in these areas as well. And so this is all interwoven into our programs. Everything is designed. Unless it was created by nature, anything you interact with is designed. And as I mentioned earlier, design is creating the conditions for success. And so we need to start with asking ourselves, what does success look like, feel like, work like? Success and creating the conditions for success means that it has to be desirable. It has to be viable. Can we do it? And it has to be feasible. Everything that we're building for humans. And humans are influenced by many things that they don't notice, which is the context, the environment you're in. And as the context shifts, so do the influences on you. We need to be aware of it. We need to be aware of assumptions that we're carrying that may also be influencing it as well. And so there's a process that we can learn that's based on principles that we can apply through a selection of tools. And when we use principles, it also means that they are adaptive to that changing context as well. Through doing this, we decrease the risk and we make some room for luck in the process. It isn't all skill that generates success. There's often luck involved as well. And the more committed we are in understanding and then consistently applying these design principles, the more room we can create for luck to show up as well. And we play. Learning is more fun if we're playing. And learning is more effective if we're having fun while we're doing it. Humans throughout our existence have learned through play. And so we ensure that while it's a challenging learning experience, it's also fun. So why project-based learning? Well, it's much more reflective of how humans actually learn. Most of us have been conditioned that we have to learn this before we can do that. And then once we can do that, only then can we learn the next thing. And on it goes, building on each other in a straight line. Well, project-based learning is quite different from this. In fact, it's non-linear. It can often, much like this infographic here, be quite messy. You learn by doing. We ask that you show up and start. And we'll often hear, I'm not ready, because of that conditioning, that we think we need to know it before we can do it. And actually, you're going to learn it by doing it. The project isn't an outcome. The project is the learning. It is cohort and it is team-based. And the full stack developer program involves 3 project experiences. And the learning environment has been designed to reflect real work and life. So post-program, there's familiarity as you enter the world of work and the tech and innovation ecosystem. I'll share a bit more about our new tech adjacent program. The program runs anywhere from 9 to 16 weeks in length, and it starts September the 18th with cohort 1. One of the innovations we've introduced with the tech adjacent program is you will be doing deep strategic career work ahead of your technical stream selection, so that you're elevating the opportunity to pick the best fit learning program for you as well. You will have 4 streams to choose from. Growth marketing, which is about looking to develop yourself as a T-shaped marketer, which is what industry is looking for, meaning that you understand broadly the field of growth marketing, and then you go deeply on certain technical skills. And these will include design principles, marketing strategy and campaigns, social media content and how to develop it, search engine optimization, keyword searches, how to conduct them, and competitor research and how to perform that. The Lean Sales program has many overlaps with the growth marketing program as well. And what you're looking at is the full sales cycle from prospecting through to closing. How do you actually land those opportunities? That is involving technical competencies such as understanding your target customer, value of your product and how you differentiate from others in the market, pricing and unit economics to ensure that you remain profitable, as well as the activities of prospecting, qualifying, doing demos, and ultimately closing the deal. The growth marketing and the lean sales streams will last a total time of 9 weeks. For coding support, you may have heard the term low code, no code. It's about working often with existing code rather than writing code from scratch. And it serves many functions in a business, including supporting the lead software developer and accelerating the pace of the software development. It's about adding value to all areas of the business. We will also be doing an introduction to generative AI and how that, with an understanding of the software development cycle and full stack development, can accelerate the pace of development and getting to production. It'll also involve other platforms such as Airtable and other low-code, no-code platforms, and then customizing commercial applications. The full stack design program is more about design in general that can be applied across all technology and innovation sector companies. And understanding the design fundamentals. You will have the technical competence of being able to state and analyze complex problems, uncover assumptions that can limit the effectiveness of design, about collaborating effectively to drive effective design as well. There will be a great deal of focus on the user experience and user interface and interaction, otherwise known as UX and UI, and also about exploring design platforms that help in the design and production of amazing products. The coding support and full stack design programs, those will run a total of 16 weeks. The Full Stack Developer Program, it is a 6-month full-time immersive program that is happening in person as well. Cohort 11 starts on September 18th, and we've had over 300 graduates come through the program to date. With the Full Stack Developer Program, it is a total of 6 months. As I mentioned earlier, it is full-time, it is Monday to Friday, and it is in person. And it's much more than a coding program. Again, we have the integrated technical and essential skills into a single learning experience, and you collaborate in teams on design projects. With the Full Stack Developer Program, we refer to it as controlled unleashing. So you are slowly, over time, unleashing your full potential as far and as deep as you can go. And that's done through a series of 3 projects. The first project is your only independent project, and it's a real focus on you and immersing yourself in the development environment. Projects 2 and 3 are both team projects of varying length. And for project 3, we invite an industry at the end for a full demo day to showcase your project and learning outcomes. The tech stack we use for the Full Stack Developer Program is called the MERN stack. We chose the MERN stack in order for us to be able to go much more deeply with a single stack. We also saw that it is something that is highly sought after by employers, as well as being quite foundational to being able to learn other languages as well. So on the front end, it focuses on React, HTML, and CSS. On the server side, Express.js and Node.js. And for the database, MongoDB. Pathways and opportunities out of both programs that people have seen and that you can see for yourself are listed here. So it's a wide variety. There's no single way or pathway to go into the tech and innovation sector. And so with these foundational learning opportunities, as well as the deep career work we do in both programs, you have that opportunity to find and create that best fit opportunity for you and to be leading your career down some of these pathways for yourself as well. What's important is that we have to start. I'm going to invite you to consider coming to our discovery session on August 22nd, at which time we will have some experiential learning opportunities for you as well as part of our online experience. You'll be learning about communication and collaboration through exposure to something called Lumina Splash. And we'll talk about the different styles and approaches and you finding, well, what's my style? How do I work with people that are similar? How might I work with people who are really different? We'll also have an opportunity for a learning experience with what we refer to as growth marketing and sales bingo. So really understanding some core elements that go into effective marketing and effective sales. So those would be some of the learning experiences that we hope you are able to join us for on August 22nd. We wanted to give you a sampling of some of the companies that have hired our alumni. This is an ever-growing list. We continue to build relationships across the tech and innovation ecosystem and across the province as well. Some of the organizations that have supported us since our beginning and our inception include the ones listed here. And so we really are thankful and grateful to the connections we have throughout the ecosystem, and we continue to foster more. The admissions process that's helpful to be aware of. For the Tech Adjacent program, there are 40 spots available. We are actively doing intake right now, and we're about half full. So we encourage you to submit an application as soon as you can. Cohort 1 starts on September the 18th of 2023. It starts with an online application. And then following that, you may get invited to a group interview. And following the group interview, we make a program admissions decision. The Tech Adjacent program is a fully funded program by the Government of Alberta. There is zero cost to successful applicants. Some requirements for applicants is an eligibility criteria is that you are unemployed or underemployed, meaning that you're working 20 hours a week or less, that you are eligible to work in Canada, and you are 18 years of age or older. For the Full Stack Developer program, applications are also open now, and we are actively doing intake and recruitment, and it also starts on September the 18th. There's some extra steps with the Full Stack Developer program. It is an online application, and then you get invited to a group interview, much with the Tech Adjacent program. And then if you're successful through the group interview, then you will be invited to a technical assessment. That is also online as well. And then if you're successful and we offer you a spot in the program, then there could be a fourth step, which is an employability assessment should you be seeking one of the funded seats. And in that case, we do an interview with you and complete an application on your behalf to submit to the government. And then we submit it to the government on your behalf, and then the government makes a funding decision. For the full stack developer program, there are several funding options available. You could choose to self-fund for this. The program fee is $14,000. We also have available through ATB Financial that there is the same student line of credit available as there are for other post-secondary institutions, and that is provided you meet their qualification criteria. There are some government-funded seats available where the government pays your program fee. Again, criteria include that you're unemployed or underemployed, you're eligible to work in Canada, and you're 18 years of age or older, plus you've been out of high school for at least 12 months. There's also a third option of the Canada-Alberta Job Grant. Should you have your own business, you can apply to have up to 2/3 of the total training costs reimbursed to you. This is available to business owners, sole proprietors, nonprofit organizations, First Nations, and Métis settlement organizations. The Full Stack Developer Program is co-funded by the governments of Alberta and the Government of Canada. And with that, I once again invite you to an InceptionU discovery session where I'll be very active and very engaging, and you get to experience what learning experiences with us are like. This is taking place on August 22nd online from 5:30 to 7 p.m. And you are able to register for it through InceptionU.com/events. If you have any other information or questions at all, please feel free to reach out to us at any time, info@InceptionU, and we'll ensure that the best fit person responds to as quickly as possible. You can find us on the internet at InceptionU.com, through LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter/X. Thank you very much for your time today. We really appreciate your interest. Feel free to reach out at any time, and we look forward to seeing an application.